Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you, sir. It's Gumshoe? Yay! Detective Gumshoe. I take it the investigation is running smoothly? The judge and that prosecutor haven't shown up yet. Oh, yeah. Alice got your message, sir. What was the result of the examination of the victim's cell? We hit the jackpot, sir. Traces of blood were found on the cell floor. There wasn't a whole lot there, though. Not enough to prove that it was the actual place that he died. This should prove that the murder occurred in the holding cell. Indeed, probability has increased. However, we still cannot say for certain. I thought you'd say that, sir, so I asked the lab guys to look into it a little further. Running an analysis on the blood so we'll know soon if it's the victim's or not. Way to go, Gummy! Good thinking. Detective, you've outdone yourself. What caused this sudden foresight? I'm actually a little hurt that you're so surprised by it, sir. I hope nothing bad comes of this. Alright. Once we get the results, we can prove that the scene was the holding cell, which leaves finding out how that doggy managed to sneak his way in here. Just leave that to me, pal. Since that other prosecutor isn't here, we can investigate as much as we want. That's why I brought my secret weapons with me. Secret weapons? That's right, pal. Gotten us out of a few jams before. Take a gander at Dick Gumshoe's 7 secret weapons. 7! Holy crap! It used to be 3. Looks like he'll come in handy. Want to take up his offer, Miles? Detective, please allow us the use of your secret weapons. Sure thing, sir. First I'll give you a rundown. Secret weapon number 1, trusty metal detector. Perfect for finding all kinds of metallic objects, as its name implies. Next, secret weapon number 2, everyone's favorite pal, missile. You can track any scent you want, especially the scent of food. He's much cuter than Mr. Dogen's dog. And then secret weapon number 3, it's this. Isn't that a fishing pole? What are you trying to catch? No, actually, I just brought it by accident. Never mind that. What's next, detective? That's all of them, sir. What? You called them the 7 secret weapons, but there's only 3 of them. That's all I have for now, pal. You can use the rest next time. What happened to his little, like, electric thingy detector, wireless thingy detector? Can't just reveal them all at once. Why do you think they're called secret weapons, pal? It doesn't matter. We'll just use the 3 that he's provided. Alright, which one do you want to use? Let's go with the metal detector for now. Seems like the most useful right off the bat. Metal detector, if you please. Metal detector, sir? I'll sweep the area right away. Metal detector, activate! What happened, detective? Sorry about that, sir. Seems the battery's dead. Aw, man. Guess we can't use that then. Looks like the metal detector won't be any help to us. Try another one, sir. Alright, which one do you want to use? Let's try missile. You want missile, sir? Hey, pal, over here, missile. Yay. Ah, there he is. First, let's decide what scent he should track down. We're searching for the route. I don't usually say that word out loud, it seems like. Wait, yes I do. I think I say route. Yep, I say route. We're searching for the route Dogen's dog used to get to the detention cell. This route would have also been the same path used to carry the body to the prison. So if we have him track the scent of the body, that should lead us to the path. Yeah, that's pretty good thinking. Don't you smell something sweet? Really? All I can smell is the scent of blood. It's a very faint scent, like cake or something. Scent of cake from the body? Alright, Missile. Get a good whiff of that scent, pal. Come on, let's follow after him. That way is... He's heading towards the special cell. He's gone straight inside. Yes, let's follow him. This is Dogen's cell. It looks like he's absent at the moment. Maybe he's being interrogated? What's in here? Shh! I think he's found something. Oh boy. What could there be in this room? Mr. Edgeworth, we better take a look. Yes, indeed. Cookies? A teacup and biscuits. Suppose he has his tea time in here, too. Playing chess while drinking tea in his cell. Isn't this going a bit overboard with the special treatment? It's like he gets whatever he wants. Don't complain to me. You should tell him yourself. I think I'll pass on that. There's a little bell. It's probably pretty important. Let's examine it last. It's the chisels Dogen uses. More than enough for him to murder someone with. Speaking of chisels, it kind of looks like someone used a chisel on your forehead, Mr. Edgeworth. And what is that supposed to mean? See? That furrow between your brows is getting deeper. Looks just like a carving. I would leave the subject alone if I were you. Okay, beads are nothing. Chess. Examine tea already. So let's try chess. It's Dogen's chessboard. It still has that hound piece on it. Ah, the chessboard has legs. Aren't these things expensive? They can be. This is very good craftsmanship. Mr. Dogen playing chess is kind of unexpected, you know. Figured he'd be more of a Go player or something like that. Go. Do you play Go, Kay? I'm really good at Go Bang. Huh? But that's not Go. What is Go Bang? What the heck is that? Look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. There's a small chisel here. I'm not well versed in woodworking. This seems to be a pocket-sized chisel. Pocket-sized chisel? Must be convenient to have one wherever you go. Is that from a thief's point of view? No, it's from a great thief's point of view. A great thief's point of view. She didn't even skip a beat. Missile, maybe this is what you're barking at? Is that chocolate? Don't give it to him. Woof, 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 woof. They didn't add the woofs themselves for some reason that time. Whoa, hey, knock it off, pal. Woof, 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 woof. Chocolate cake is bad for dogs. That's how it's going to be. I'll eat it all myself. Wow, that was pretty good. Good for you. It looks like someone else has a problem with that. That wasn't fair, Gummy. I wanted to eat it too. I doubt it's wise to eat food you find lying around a prison. Why? What do you think it... Why? It's not going to be poisoned if that's what you're insinuating, Edgeworth. Anyway, I guess Missile was barking at the cake, sir. That was pointless. Is that police dog going to get the job done? He's fine, pal. He was just following his stomach instead of his nose. Let's track down the scent of the body for real this time, Missile. Ooh, looks like he's found something else, sir. Now it's this cell. This would be Mr. Elbert's cell. I'd like to examine the interior. Detective, call a guard. Roger that, sir. Good work, Detective. By the way, is J. Elbert still being held in the disciplinary room? No, he should have already returned. He was present during the noon roll call. He may have been assigned to work someplace else. I see. Well then, may we examine the cell? Yes, sir. Whoa, it's not this detailed from the outside, that's for sure. Trash can thing? Giving the prisoners a heater is careless. We're much too lenient here. Did this guy use the heater every day? It's probably for his weight management, since training was his hobby. Wouldn't his partner Rocky get too hot? I think their combination is hot enough. What? I don't get it, Edgeworth. Punching bag? The sandbag shows signs of repeated use. Woof 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 woof. Ahaha! You want a box 2 missile? Ahaha! Look at him go! Can't be. Detective, move this sandbag at once. Yes, sir. A hole? This is... Hey, missile, come back here. I'm going too. Hold it. I'll stop them, sir. It's too tight for me, sir. Detective. Can't be helped. I'll have to wait for her to contact me. Dang, I wanted to examine everything else. Hello, Kay. Are you alright? Don't get so worked up. Right now I'm in the See? Detention center. I can't say it. The detention center? That hole comes out at Knightley's cell. Really? Stay where you are. I'm coming over there now. Okay. Where does it come out? Like, under the bed? Okay. Mr. Edgeworth. I really helped out, didn't I? Indeed. She doesn't appear to be injured. Why would she be injured? The floorboards have been ripped out from under the bed, sir. Yikes. I see. Seems we found what we were looking for. How did they do that? Passageway between the detention center and prison is blocked by solid doors. However, there was a secret underground tunnel beneath it. We were following a sweet scent and arrived here. That means the scent must have come from Knightley's body. Come to think of it, his body was covered in dirt. It may have been caused by passing through the tunnel. Okay, what was the inside of the tunnel like? It was pitch black, so I really couldn't see much, but I took some photos. Please show us. Huh. Oof. This is... spoons and forks. Were these used to dig the tunnel? But more importantly, what are these footprints? These footprints, do they belong to a dog? This will surely be vital evidence. However, before we consider that, we have a big problem. A problem? J. Elberd could use this tunnel to move around freely. Detective, confirm his whereabouts post-haste. Perhaps he's... You may be right, sir. This is a big deal. After speaking with the guards, the search for J. Elberd was carried out immediately. They searched every nook and cranny of the detention center and the prison. But in the end, found no sign of him. Did you contact the police? Yes, ma'am. We've already done that. We set up a security perimeter around the prison, ma'am. Right. This is the first scandal in our prison's history. We're so sorry. It's completely different from before. Mr. Edgeworth, was it? Thank you for finding the escapee's tunnel. But it's a little too late. Mr. Elbert has long since left here. I don't believe he has gone beyond the detention center. I'll get it one of these days. There are security gates located at the exit of the detention center. I believe it would have been difficult to get through these. Wouldn't you agree? Maybe he has another tunnel. We certainly can't deny that possibility. However... Anyway, there's no use in you being here now. Please return to your investigation. Yes, we'll do that. You guys get back to your posts too. Yes, ma'am. Detective Gumshoe, sir. You got the results of that blood test you requested. Good work, pal. These are the forensic results on the bloodstain found in Knightley's cell. So what's it say, Mr. Edgeworth? Blood is confirmed to have been Knightley's. That's good. Hey now, that's good news. We found the bloodstain in Knightley's cell and discovered the tunnel the dog used. Furthermore, the security camera shows footage of a dog attacking Knightley in his cell. We have all the evidence we need. It's time we ask Dogen a few questions. Dogen, did you say? Please, use utmost caution. That man even has henchmen outside of this prison. Outside of the prison? Is this related to his secret trade routes as the supplier? The police have been searching for Dogen's henchmen for ages. I've also been helping them, but... So that means back then... You still won't talk? And after all the trouble you went through to get the evidence transferred from the precinct? That's right, I don't know how many times I've tried. I can't report back empty. Assassin sure is one tough cookie, huh? You had evidence transferred from the precinct. Yes, we borrowed all the evidence concerning Dogen. I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but no matter how much evidence we have on him, we can't get a single word out of him. The warden interrogates him herself? Why go that far? Lose your focus and he'll eat you alive. Be on your guard. Whoa, you've made Uncle Ray a little more nervous. A little nervous. Oh, they're here. Judge Courtney, what are you doing here? Questioning a prisoner. You forget that we're investigating as well? Or rather, have you forgotten my warning? If you value your badge, you should not have appeared before me again. I'm sorry if you thought that I would abide by those words. I won't overlook something important just to heed your warning. I've come for a testimony about the truth of this case, which you have overlooked. You mean to say you require my humble services? As I promised, I've returned to prove that you are the culprit. Interesting. Do tell. For that, you should first listen to our reasoning. We can say with confidence that Simon Keyes is the culprit. Only Simon Keyes could have moved Mr. Knightley into the prison. And we can show proof of this fact. But first, I'd like to hear your resolve, Prosecutor Edgeworth. If our reasoning is correct, will you submit it to us? Your prosecutor's badge? Eep! You'll deprive him of his badge? Is that a threat, pal? No, it's not a threat. Rather an act of compassion. Normally, I wouldn't even have taken notice of you, since you have no right to investigate. However, if you are able to show proper resolve, I would be willing to let you be my opponent. Are you willing to risk it? Your prosecutor's badge? Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Very well. I trust my own reasoning, but moreover, at the moment, I am currently a defense attorney's assistant first and a prosecutor second. I will not sully the good name of the Edgeworth Law Offices. I intend to see my job through. I won't yield to your threats. So be it. Is this bravery or simply foolishness? On the Goddess of Law's behalf, I shall be the judge of that. Sebastian, allow me to... Yeah, I got it. I'm counting on you, Justine. Okay. I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday? He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Afterwards, Simon Keyes stopped by his cell with an animal cage from the show. During this time, Mr. Knightley was able to use the stolen key to exit his cell. He then hid in the cage while it was moved to the prison workroom. So Mr. Keyes went to his cell after all. After hearing you talk about the security camera yesterday, we investigated it ourselves. Why don't you have a look? I have here a printout of the security camera footage. This is the moment when Mr. Keyes visited Knightley. Exactly. As you can see, the cage creates a huge blind spot in the cell. By using this blind spot, Mr. Knightley could have entered the cage. That is our reason. Blind spot. That means the camera doesn't actually show him entering the cage. At this time, there's still the possibility that Knightley never left his cell. But why would he be hiding inside an animal cage? Mr. Knightley was planning to escape from prison. That is the only possibility. A prison escape? That's so cool! First Mr. Elbert and now Mr. Knightley. I won't let them show me up! Okay, this isn't the time to get excited. J. Elbert's escape is no laughing matter. Simon Keyes was aiding Mr. Knightley in his escape. In other words, he was an accomplice. Not bad, Simon. Don't praise him! That cage was transported temporarily to the workroom. Originally, Mr. Knightley was to remain hidden until the end of the animal show. He would then be carried out along with the cage. I presume that was the plan. However, midway through the plan, he was betrayed by Simon Keyes and murdered. Judge Courtney's reasoning does appear to make sense. However, there must be a hole somewhere. I must not overlook anything. Okay. Judge Courtney, about this incident. You do not know of it? That would be unbecoming of you, Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth. Naturally I know of it. However, you said... In that case, this is a waste of time. I shall continue. Mr. Knightley... He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Do you have proof Knightley stole the keys? It is the only explanation as to why Mr. Knightley would have attacked the guard. We will know for certain the moment the guard regains consciousness. Is that really true? He's been out cold for 2 days? Did I ask Judge Courtney for more information? Yes. There's one point in your reasoning that is odd. Knightley did indeed steal the key. I'd expect he'd try to escape immediately. Was it really necessary for him to wait for Mr. Keyes to help him escape? He simply chose the method with the highest probability of success. After stealing the key, he concealed it on his personage, as he waited for the opportune moment. That is what I believe. He concealed the key? Judge Courtney, such an oversight is unlike you. Knightley could not have concealed the key, and I can prove it. We have the keys on us, if I'm not mistaken. Current location unknown. Key was not found. Knightley could not have concealed the key, and I can prove it. Knightley did not hide the key. The proof is... I suppose it's the fact that they searched his whole cell and didn't find it? Haven't the guards informed you yet? They searched Knightley after he attacked the guard, and the key was nowhere to be found. Since the key's location is unknown, your logic doesn't hold. That is not an issue. There's an explanation. Mr. Knightley had the key. It simply wasn't found. The reason being, he concealed it inside the chessboard. Chessboard? You mean the one that concealed the murder weapon? Come now. How do we know whether or not the murder weapon was really there? What? Take some responsibility for your own words. That was all Sebastian's idea, after all. So, those two don't always agree on their reasoning. In other words, once we put all the pieces together, Mr. Knightley concealed the key he stole from the guard inside the chessboard. When Simon Keyes arrived, Mr. Knightley used the key to slip out of his cell. Nope. He entered the animal cage and was transported to the workroom. All thanks to his accomplice, Simon Keyes. Mr. Knightley had planned to be carried outside after the show ended. However, he was betrayed by his accomplice and murdered during the circus performance. Yeah, I agree, Edgeworth. Mr. Keyes performed in the show. You would have had no opportunity to murder him during the circus performance. Getting some new information now. No opportunity? Is that so? The story plays itself out on the stage. And such was the case with the animal show. So she examined the content of the show. The suspect plays the role of the villain, who antagonizes the elephant heroine. In the final act, the villain is defeated by the heroine's love, and all ends well. At that point, the suspect, in the role of the villain, is blown away by the heroine's burning love, and makes his exit. Blown away by the elephant? Was he hurt? After being blown away, the suspect disappeared from the stage. The suspect was absent from the stage for about 15 minutes. Are you saying the crime was committed during that time? Even in such a short period of time, it would still be possible to carry out the murder. Don't you think so? So, he committed the crime in 15 minutes, and then returned to the stage. That may have been possible, if the crime scene had been the prison. Judge Courtney, the actual crime took place in the detention center. I don't know about this, Edgeworth. I'm afraid I cannot accept that camera footage alone as evidence. As for evidence, I have it. Well then, please show us your evidence. Where is the evidence that shows the scene of the crime was the detention center? This. I'm guessing it's not enough blood. This is the floor. Oh, goddess of law, I am unable to comprehend your mysterious ways. This is what we discovered. The area here was tested positive for Mr. Knightley's blood. This blood test, can it really be trusted? To begin with, how were you able to conduct a scientific investigation? I happen to have a subordinate. I can't vouch for his competence, but he is a man that I trust. That detective, this concerns me. I cannot think why one would disturb the order of law. Prosecutorial Investigation Committee's influence goes as far as the police department. Ha 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 ha. Gummy's in trouble. Forgive me, detective. I'm afraid something bad may come of this. I will accept the fact that blood was found at the detention center as evidence. However... Wahahaha! How ridiculous! This is unthinkable of you, you third-rate prosecutor. Mr. DeBest, you're here? I completely forgotten about him. There's a giant contradiction in your statement. According to the security tape, a dog killed Knightley in his cell. Then, after he left the cell, the blood on the floor was wiped away. Ah! Did the dog wipe away the bloodstains? As if that could happen. Kehehe. Gotta say kehehe to get into character for this guy. Kehehe. That is possible, of my Anubis, right boy? What? That was one of the tricks I taught him while I was still in the outside world. He makes sure to hide any bloodstains he makes. Kehehe. So as not to leave behind any evidence. I was saved, only by chance. Shouldn't you have taught your dog to shake or something? Kehehehe. Anubis also performs that trick very well. But the shake I taught him is a little different from others. First, he bites the victim's hand. Stop, stop, stop! I don't want to hear anymore! I see. I understand. Prosecutor Edgeworth. It appears you've gathered a good hand. I'm glad you understand. My argument isn't over yet. Objection overruled. Hey now, that's a little harsh. Sebastian, would you allow me the privilege of explaining? Sure, Justine. You finally realize? Murder occurred in the detention center. Therefore, that assassin's pet dog... My opinion has not changed. Unless I can understand how the dog was able to enter and leave the crime scene, I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic, Prosecutor Edgeworth. And this is kind of like Ace Attorney by numbers right now. I've been waiting for you to say that, and let me show you. This evidence shows the route the dog used to go between the detention center and prison. The thing we just found. This photo. It shows a secret tunnel. Secret tunnel! It's hidden in the prison. Sorry. It had to be done. That's impossible! It's a secret tunnel! This tunnel was dug by the escaped prisoner, J. Elbert. It begins in his prison cell, and it's connected to a holding cell in the detention center. Namely, the victim's cell. I'm shocked. How did this... Dogen, you must have known of this, since you used this tunnel to commit murder. In the name of the Goddess of Law, I hereby reject Prosecutor Edgeworth's claim. What do you mean? Evidence is everything. That remains true here, just as in the courtroom. Isn't that right? I have evidence here. Horace Knightley's autopsy report. Ooh. I love a good autopsy report. Autopsy report? Since when? Why are you surprised? This was delivered straight from the police a short while ago. It's not complete yet. More of a preliminary report. Here. Very word of the Goddess of Law is written. Cause of death? Stab wound to the neck. Died instantly. Murder weapon? Sharp metal object. Victim was stabbed multiple times in the same spot with a sharp object, although they were unable to determine the actual shape of the murder weapon. They have clear proof that it was a sharp metal object. So do you still stand by your claim that a dog used a sharp object to kill the victim? This can't be!